Hello and welcome to the Xcite Racing League Clio Cup Championship rounds 16, 17 and 18 from Cadwell Park Grand Prix circuit. And today we have 7 drivers racing around Cadwell, the very narrow track with not only hills and hairpins but very tight. Be surprised if anything goes 3 wide today. 0 penalties for this race, so everything's going to be back to normal. They're in qualifying right now, just trying to work out who's the fastest of them all. Very busy practice sessions from what I saw. A lot of people doing a lot of laps, trying to get the grips with the car. A lot of cutting of the track as well will be very crucial to the racing today. From what I can tell from practice, a lot of people are having problems with cutting the track. Not exactly going wide, but in some places it's easy to cut, and it's a very bumpy track as well, so we're going to be looking out for that. That could be quite crucial to who wins these 3 races today. As we go into Cadwell, this is how the championship standings look. Hybrid still in the lead of the championship with 290 points. Behind him is Jerome in second place. Just a couple of points back from him is Evans in third. Mr. Trialer is in, or Trialo, don't know why I said that, is in 4th. Clown is in 5th. Clown is not here today. He is one of the drivers that is not here just once. In 6th. Nuddy in 7th. Max is in 8th. And Bisto is the other driver not here today. He is in 9th place in the points. So in qualifying then, let's see how it's all going down at the moment. Just get it up. Hybrid is currently on pole. They're putting the first couple of laps in, 5 and a bit minutes to go. I think they said during practice that the pole time is looking to be a 32.9, so that should be where they're heading for. They've done 33.1 so far as the fastest by Hybrid, which, by the way, just for informational purposes, Hybrid actually has a broken foot, and that is his left foot is broken, and of course he's on a wheel as well, so he's having a lot of problem with braking, but still not stopping him from being one of the fastest guys on track at the moment. But we'll see how that goes. That's a cool camera angle, as you saw the rubber. That was pretty cool. But yeah, we'll see how that comes out to play during the race. A lot of braking here, a lot of downhill braking. See, 3 races as well, quite a long night, so it might become more apparent at the last race more than the first, but we'll see how that one affects him. But he's got a big lead in the championship, so he should be okay for now. Just once going 3rd at the moment. He did really well last week. He was really pushing at the top 3 last week, and continuing in that today, it seems. Nuddy also did really well last week. I think he got 2nd in the last race, in the reverse grid race, so he did well there. So no, like I said before, no penalties going into this race, making it a little bit less chaotic and a bit less random. But even though I say that, it's still a very tight circuit, and I can predict a lot of bumping, a lot of corner cutting, and a lot of chaos, because this is the Clio Cups and it wouldn't be the same without chaos. And of course, like I say, the last race of the night is reverse grid, and there's not really many places. Well, there is a few. Well, let's say I don't really know how many places there are to pass around. I haven't really done many any races, I think, actually on this track, so I don't know where the places are to pass, but we'll find out in race 1. But of course it is quite narrow, so that already leads me to believe that there won't be many places for them to attempt a pass. But you never actually know until we get down to it. 3 minutes to go in qualifying. The grid at the moment looking like this. Hybrid, he's past the 32.9s, he's in the 32.7s. So even with the broken left foot, pole at the moment, and not by a little gap. It's now 2 tenths, but that's not a small gap really. We've seen smaller this season, so he's proving at the moment that that broken foot actually isn't affecting him at all. Nearing the end of qualifying, see what Jerome can do today. Second place in the championship, of course. And things on the phone. See what lap he does. Is he doing sector times? He's done first two. Let's see what his lap time is. Does it put him in the top two? It puts him third. 33 flat, basically. That's good for him. Happy days. He was third in practice as well, and I think that's faster than the time he did in practice, so he should be happy with that. He's also got damage on the front of that car, because when he came out the pits course on total cold tyres, he did spin and hit the wall. So I'm surprised he didn't pit for a repairment of a car, but it is a 10-minute qualifying session, so not much time to get in the groove of things. 2 minutes left though. There's not too much curbing around this track where you don't really want to touch the grass too much. So that's a big slide. Look at that from Mr. Troller. Really controlled though. Not the fastest way around the lap. Of course, no braking boards down the... Oh, look at that. Nice another slide down that hill, which would be a bit annoying to be fair. Of course, no assists once again in this league. Of course, driving's racing line you can't turn off, but I don't think any of them actually use it anyway. But yeah, forced cockpit and no assists for the Clios, and these are great front wheel drive cars, because I now race in these on a Saturday, and oh my god, you can throw them out and you can just floor it and they will stay on the road. They are great great fun with those. Bit of a handful with cold tyres anyway. When you got the right setup and the tyres are warm, they're perfectly fine, but cold tyres are a bit of an arse. They arse, I think. Yeah, I swear, if I watch it back, I've probably sworn a lot anyway during the season. Wonder if I should start a swear jar or something for the streams. That'd be an interesting thing to see if I swear a lot. Don't know. I don't think I do. But I don't think I do. I think I use good language when it comes to this. Professional. I really wanted to swear then, but I didn't. Just once. 33.7, put himself fourth at the moment in front of Mr. Troller. That's interesting. You can see right there how bumpy this track is. And that's some understeer off the road. Ooh, nearly hits the wall, crikey. His side mirror probably hit the wall. And he does pit, as you can see there in the background. Just once pits. We're zooming in on me. I don't know why. There you go. There's a nice shot of the cars. As qualifying comes to the end, two people got the 32s of Hybrid on pole, Evans in second place, so that could be a race to watch. Just not in the 32s of Jerome in third, just once in fourth, Mr. Troller in fifth, Niddy sixth, Max in seventh. Those are the races today. Standing start for race number 1. Quite close throughout most of the field. Everyone's got someone to battle, so this could be interesting. Could be a freeway for the win between Jerome, Hybrid and Evans. Actually the top 3 in the championship as well. So even with the broken left foot, doesn't seem to affect Hybrid. We'll see when it comes to it. See when it comes to the racing, as we can see how tight this track is really on board with Max here. Because cold tyres, so if we do see him slide or anything, then it explains a little bit about it, but he's doing quite nice really at the moment. Nice hilly track, very hilly, deeping down, going back up. There is just enough room to run 2 wide. If you want to go 3 wide, I'll be sure they might, but someone's gonna have a few wheels on the grass, I reckon. Continue to watch him round, just on his little warm-up. He missed a bit of practice because he just wasn't there. I don't actually know the reason, but as soon as he was back, he was straight on the track. So of course, I think making up for it in the warm-up time where some people are editing fuel and a little bit of setups, he tries to get as much track time as possible. Also races in the Formula Golf League in XRL. That was on Monday, yesterday. Don't know how he did. But it will be probably on the forums of results, but don't know how he did last week. There. Sorry, Monday, not really last week, because of course they're on round. They've done 2 rounds now. That's the part where they're going to cut right there. He's most likely down here as well. It's very tight down here. If you get hit or make a mistake, you can go into those sidewalls very, very quickly, and a lot of damage I think will be done. Quite a narrow grid as well. Decently long straight before the first turn. Light braking as well, there's another place where you can easily cut. So, it's all bumpy as well. Dips down a little bit before that. It's a bit horrible, and then he's going to go wide as well, so that's not exactly what he wanted, but before very dips down a lot. A lot of camper vans over there if you want to look at the scenic value of this track. Camper vans everywhere. Other homes as well. Now I'm just looking at the scenic value. Sorry, I'm just looking at the views now. 2 minutes to go before warm up finishes, and we're going to have round 16 of the Clio Cup from Cadwell. Dip down the hill. And if you're wondering what's going on with the PS4 League, I can assure you I have no idea. I believe there was a post the other day about it on the forum. Well, not really about anything really, but just saying stuff to do with the next race. So I'm guessing, because I think also the person who runs the PS4 side of the league was on holiday, and that's what I believe anyway. And so I think they'll be back to racing this week, the PS4 side of things, on Saturday at, I can't remember, I think it's 9 or 10. So they're very, very late, but it's around 9 I think is when they start. So that is on twitch.tv /Xcite Racing League CH1. But that also straight immediately after that, because it's live, it gets posted to the YouTube channel. So if there is a race this week, and it's streamed or whatever, it will be posted on YouTube. But if you're wondering what's going on with that, I'm not exactly sure, but there was a post this week, so I think maybe it might be coming back, or, you know, the guy who's running was just on holiday. Quite a few weeks to go in this Clio Cup. It's a lot of rounds, a lot of rounds. I know this because you have to scroll, like, to the side when you're looking at the championship standings. So, yeah, a lot of rounds to go. That was a cut, wasn't it? Sounded like you. Yeah. 30 to go before the race starts. There's a nice drift from Mr. Trialer. People just giving us, getting ready, warming up the tyres, getting ready for this race. And to go before we start. Round 16, a very tight field. Because they were going to be cautious into turn 1. It was a bit chaotic for the past 2 weeks. There's been quite a few incidents. Last week it was decided that all of the incidents were just racing incidents and no penalties were actually given for this one. But let's see if that continues to be a trend in the Clio Cup. Will there be more accidents and penalties to be handed out? 7 cars will be racing. The other 2 might turn up later in the night, but we don't actually know. Here we go, round 16.
Concentrate on the lights. Let's make a great start and make up for quality.
And we go see immediately not a very good start from some people. They're already kind of free wide and they've got to sort of spread out quickly. Jerome's actually gone in second. Evans is going to lose a place. Oh, he's going to lose 2. He's going to go down to 4th. It's going to get a bit bumpy, but we're all sort of good. It looks like it's very quickly single filed out as they go up the hill the first time. Yeah, it has immediately single filed out, but bad start for Evans from 2nd to 4th, immediately trying to get back past Mr. Trolley. He's already got a bump in the back of his car. Well, that's side by side, much touching side mirrors as they go down the sort of straight. It does curve a little bit into a sort of heavy braking zone. I think it's a turn right here. It is, and Evans, oh, drifting. Oh, no, just a trial has been pushed off the road, but that's because Jerome cut track. Jerome got a cut track, and Max in the background's gone way off the road, trying to avoid him. Jerome's down to 7th. Evans just managed to get into 2nd place now because he got past Mr. Trialer, and then it was a cut track for somebody. Who's got a cut track? Or did anybody? I look like one of them did. Did Nuddy get one? I think Nuddy did. Where is he? I think he may have. And did he spin off into the wall or anything? Is there any damage on the car? There is a little bit. but I'm not exactly sure what happened now. But Jerome back up to 5th, and 4th is just once, so that's a good start from him. Bit chaotic, was a few cut tracks immediately, and that's a big one. That's a very, very big one for Evans, surely. And he's gone off. He's going off the road. Yes, he's been passed by Mr. Trotter. We're gonna have to, I think, go on board with this today. And he's still got a cut track now, and now he's allowed to get the power back. And just once is going around his outside on the last corner. Is he going to get past him? I don't think he is. No, Evans stays ahead. So about 3 or 4 cut tracks already on lap 1. Only 13 to go. That's a little bit of touching by just once. And Evans just wants up the inside turn 1. And if through he goes, Jerome trying to follow through, not going to work. Evans not catching a break so far in this race. Back to 4th after getting back to 2nd. Oh, Jerome getting a bit out of shape. Oh my god, nose to tail. Evans trying to find a way through now. Getting a bit cut off by just once. He's trying to... Was there a little bit of contact? I don't know. As they hit the brakes, Evans looking to the outside. Don't think you're going to do that. Cutback. Here we go. No, nice. That's nice. That's really nice cutback. Now the inside to the next right-hander. And through he goes. Just once immediately on the attack again. As we're going to go down the hill now into the tight right. And then left. There we go. Nearly side by side. Just once all over the back of him. Jerome trying to find a way past. Just once. We've gone to this camera angle. And just once staying ahead of Jerome. Oh, there's a bit of contact on the exit. Just once staying ahead now. So Evans back up to 3rd, so he'll be happy. Sort of happy anyway. He wants to get back to 2nd. Doesn't want to cut track him again. Did that massively last time. And I think he's done it again, surely. Surely that's not... It looked very much across, but has he got away with it? Just once defending on Jerome. That's going to be slow exit. He's almost getting nudged by Jerome here. That's allowed Hybrid to escape for the time being as we quickly go back through. Nudie is in 7th and Max is in 6th. This is the battle at the moment for 4th. We go into turn 1 once again. I've already drunken my drink, by the way, during practice. I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have. And anyone that needs a job that's not getting paid for, or voluntary work, you know, come commentate. Joe, I need you. As we continue now down the straight, Jerome's falling off a little bit on that last corner. It's spreading out a little bit now, that's good, but it won't last for long because someone will cut the track at some point. It seems just almost too easy for some strange reason on this track. I'm not sure, maybe it's the curbs. They're not very punishing, maybe, that's it. They're too friendly, which is a weird thing to say, because a lot of people hate how heavy the curbs are and how big they are, but if you're faced with a big curb that you don't want to touch, you're not going to cut. But if you're faced with a curb that you can just go over, you're going to go over it and end up actually cutting the track. So that's how it's looking at the moment. And that was a not better corner by Jerome than just once. And he's all over him. He's going to try and make a move. He's all over the grass as well to try and get up his inside as he does get alongside. And all there's contact as they go into tight left. Now to tight right. And there's going to be more contact and they're going to go in the wall. In the wall they go. Both of them into the wall. Damage done, who to more, and they're still touching actually as they get back on the road, and they're still side by side now. A little bit more contact just to make sure, and Jerome's actually got a cut track, and that's him pulling over to the side to let people through. Uh-oh. And was that another cut track? No. So, incident number 1. I wish I had a replay thing there, ladies and gentlemen, but I do not. Oh my god, what's happened there? Oh my god, what has happened there? There's a wheel off of Nudie's car. He's lost. What's gone on? Oh, he was. That's him out, surely. That's insane. He's going. He's moved. That's. Sorry, what's gone on there? He was just behind Jerome. He couldn't have surely flipped there. That's insane. That was weird. That was really weird. I'm so unfortunate that I had to switch off him at the exact point where he seemed to... I don't know how that's happened. I can't wait to find out after this race how that's happened. No damage on Jerome's car, so was there any contact? What the heck happened there? That looked insanely broken and damaged car from Nudie. We continue on now. That little contact, little incident with just once, and Jerome could be an interesting source of a topic to talk about on the YouTube comments. See what you guys say about that one, because they went nicely side by side into the left and then sadly had contact on the right. Could have been just a really racing incident, I think. They just tight track and then they caught each other. This is the corner where it happened. They were side by side through here, side by side through here, and then sadly on the exit, just contact. I think it must have been just tight the track is. And meanwhile, Nuddy possibly out of this race. Whoa, that looks really awesome. Oh, Jerome trying to sneak through. We're going to go on board of him just because the camera angles for here are pretty shit. And that is Mr. Trialer. It's Jerome's gone round the outside just once, and brilliant move round the outside, and brilliant move by Jerome round the outside of Max, and he's still sort of there. That's insane. Two brilliant moves on the same corner that Nuddy flipped on. I don't know what to think right now, and they're still side by side. Max had to back out of it nicely. Is that a cut track for Jerome? No, he's got out of it. It's perfectly fine. Apparently, it's legal. But how has Mr. Trialer ended up all the way back here from one cut track? It must have been more. It must have been. Evans has really got some bumping from the first lap, it seems. So as we come back to this four-way battle, the brakes Jerome earlier than Mr. Trialer. Mr. Trialer was in second, so that's a big, about 10-second penalty he must have got. So he must have done a really big cut track to get that. 9 laps remaining, by the way, as well. Interesting as we go down the dip of the hill now. Ooh, wide from Mr. Trialer and a slide from Jerome. Get off the grass when you're braking. All good. Better corner by Jerome. Better exit as well. Has he got the run on Trialer just like he did just once? I think he does. Is he going to try the same thing? He can't because Trialer blocked it. And it's all okay. More curb used. Oof, look at them sneaking through there. Looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? They continue through. Moving the camera. Is the awesome angle. That's an awesome angle. I'm sorry. I like that. But then it gets a bit shit here. And there's some bumping. There you go. There's some bumping. And that was a bump a little bit wide. Jerome bumps Trialer wide and goes through. A little bit of a bumping on the return, maybe? Is he? Is he going to bump him back? Is he? Is he going to give him a little... Nope. I mean, maybe. Possibly there, actually. Now, they're going to turn 1. 8 laps remaining now. Trialer down to 5th. Jerome up to 4th. It's been a chaotic race for these two. Well, actually, everyone, really. But that seems to be a good tactic. A little bit of bumping seems to work to get through the pack here in that last section. I think it's totally legal as well in this championship. We're allowed to give each other a little bit of a bump from time to time. And Nuddy, by the way, has been lapped. He's rejoined the race. That is the red car I keep seeing. I've worked it out now. Just ahead of this lot. So he might be coming crucial in a minute when he gets lapped by this group of cars. But yeah, bumping is allowed, and it was used effectively by Jerome. They go down the hill. There is Nuddy, by the way, there. I can't wait to find out what he flipped from or what happened, as that's deep by Jerome. In 5th, not having the best time now since he cut their track. Jerome now back on the attack. On the car, he had an incident with a couple of laps ago, and that is some defending, but just once. Boom, as they come through. I love just loving this part of the track. Just with that angle and then this angle. That was a jump nearly by. Oh, there's the bumping. There's the bumping. That's a bit of too much bumping. Too much bumping. Bit too much bump. Still some more bumping. Right then, we've worked that out then. Jerome bumped a bit too much and just once, forcing him off the road a bit too much. And then Trialer came up the inside and they had a bit of contact. Luckily, that didn't end up worse. And there is some flashing of the lights for Trialer. Get out the way. That is what that means. Go up the hill again. Through goes to there's some damage to the just once front end. So some battering rams almost today. The Clio Cups are starting to look like. Nuddy out the way, perfectly out the way. Well done to Nuddy. Greatly done. And Trialer's going up the side. That's a bit late braking. They've had contact in the braking zone, and there sideways goes Trialer. Did he keep it? Because Jerome didn't. No, he didn't. Just once has gone off as well. Just once must have got hit by Mr. Trialer sliding. That's what's happened there. Mr. Trialer had contact with Jerome. Put them both out of what's the word? Put them unstable. We can use that one. Jerome goes off to the left. Mr. Trialer spins to the right and sadly tags just once off the road, allowing Max to go through into 3rd place. I think it's 4 now actually, and it is. Max is now into 3rd from just sitting there and watching. That's a great job. And now Mr. Trialer's going to be mad, and just one's going to be even more mad because he wasn't even involved until the last part where he was helpless and he couldn't do anything. Mr. Trialer now looking up the inside, nicely defended by just once as we come through the section where it's awesome camera angles into the bad section in a 2 seconds time, where I'm going to have to change because it just gets too bad. Let's see, does anyone make any contact here? Not this time round. Jerome is going to be furious because there was some. Maybe that one might be in the Stewart's report. They touched under braking and it was a bit late braking by Troiler, and then they both spun. See what you guys think about that one. I think maybe it was just a bit of unfortunate contact. That sounded, sadly, has changed the race around for third. I can assure you that one, but Evans is still in second. Sorry, I had to check that now. Mr. Troiler going up the inside of just once, but went wide. Side by side, they're going to go. That's a distance away. So here we go. He tried this last lap on Jerome. He's more alongside than he was against Jerome. Oh, he's getting a bit squeezed here. In we go. To the braking. Brakes later than anybody really. Ooh, actually, just once allows it to roll through. Doesn't get the move done. And Jerome, Mr. Troiler, sorry. I always get those two moves up. Don't know why. It's through. Maybe because they both end with the O. Ah, there you go. Figured it out. I seem to come up with this thing. If I talk too much, I yawn. It's not me being tired because I'm well awake. I don't know. I've just noticed. If I talk too much, I yawn. It's not me being bored. Trust me. You cannot just be bored and watch this. It's the complete opposite. It's insanity. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And I have run out of drink in just a second. I've run out of drink now. So here's the problem. 5 laps to go as well. That's not the best time to run out of a drink. And this is absolutely nuts. Everyone taking the wide exit there. Maybe it's more because it forces you wide. Go through here. And that is Mr. Troiler on the back of his friend Max. All over the back of him, as you can see just up ahead. Mr. Troiler on the back, sorry, yep, I'm getting names mixed up now. Just once got Jerome on the back of, so 2 battles here. We're going to try and watch both, commentate both at the same time. This is why I need 2 people. Mr. Troiler not going to be able to do it. Just once defending nicely. Oh, Mr. Troller's running outside of Max now. And he will go through into 3rd place. That was just on pure exit speed, I think. And this could get a bit crazy because just once is going around the outside of Max now as well. As we're going down the hill. That was a brilliant move. I can't think of the best move of the race yet. No, Max is braking on the grass. Oh, it's gone okay. But nice move by Mr. Troiler, but good move by Just Once as well. Well, I say good move, sorry, I mean better than good. I can't think of words right now, sorry about that. Excellent, there you go, excellent move. Jerome taking a lot of curve lights. Oh, God. It's very close to each car. Max goes for an interesting tight... He makes this corner tighter than it is. Not exactly sure why. Good section where the cameras are awesome. Into the bad section where they're not so good. There's a nudge. That's more of a whack than a nudge. That was, Max, I don't think will be happy for that one. Because that was a hell of a whack. I would say it's not a nudge then. It was more of a get out the way, bang. Yeah. That'll be an interesting one. That'll be one he'll be shouting about, I reckon. Which is it's all fair play, to be fair. It's all, yes, he should be shouting, and Jerome's going to be shouting about going wide. You can understand why Max will be very annoyed, to use that word, with, look at them. Look at the leaders, they're on the other side of the hill. Of why Max would be annoyed with how that move went down. Quite a big nudge, and he can do anything. Is brakes later than Jerome now. He's going to want some payback, wouldn't you think? Now, is he going to be able to stick with him and then give him a nudge at the same place that he got nudged last lap? That would be an interesting tactic to try. See if he does so. It's been an absolutely chaotic race. We've had a car just like self-destruct. We've had non-stop action for 3rd place. And had a lot of corner cutting and a lot of bumping as well. And some cool camera angles. Yeah, that car right there shows exactly what I meant by that. The front end of that car's got a big gaping damage on it, and then if you look at Evans, he's got a big dent in the back from his incident at the start. That was a jump right there by... Look at those cars jump. Jerome just got air, and just once didn't really nail that corner, and there's a cut track obviously, and he's just got a little bit of a nudge from Jerome as he tries to go around his outside, and he's still trying it now. And I think on a drag race he's got the inside for line for turn number 1, so he should go through here. That must have been a cut track for just once, and then gone off the road. Or he went off the road, then got a cut track, and that's what's allowed Jerome to go through. Max looking, oh god, confident to turn in there just once. But yeah, that must have been what happened. I think he didn't nail the chicane, well, the fast section like Mr. Trialer or Jerome did, and he must have gone wide, gone off the track, got a cut track, and that allowed Jerome to get through, not without a little nudge, but just once. Up the inside he goes, late braking into this right-hander, cut back for Jerome. They're going to be side by side through this wrong right-hander, little bit of contact there. They're going to still be side by side going down the hill into the right and the left. Is this going to end right? They're braking nicely, they're trying to keep the gap. That's a good move by just once. That's a fantastic move. Oh, he defends the inside immediately, comes back across a little bit, but it's all good. It's all about the exit now. Oh god, they're nearly touching. Not the best exit for just once, but it's worse now for Jerome. Max has got the run on them. Max has got the run on just Jerome, but doesn't do it. Breaks out of it. Smart thinking by Max. 2 laps to go. Oh god. I can see the lead is going to turn 1. That's pretty cool on camera angle. That camera angle is getting better and better each lap now. As we go into all the tight right-handers. And Jerome was a bit unstable because he was touching the grass on entry, which put his car a little bit out. But third place is Mr. Trialer. He's got a gap. He'll be happy with where he's at. That's a really fast lap, 32.4. Sorry. We're going to come back to this battle now. It's a really, really quick lap. We go through turn number 1, sliding almost through for Jerome. That's why you shouldn't eat dinner early as well. Or late, sorry. I had it late. That'll come nicely out of the exit here. There you can see second place of Evans on the other side of the hill. This battle's going to get intriguing. Well, it's always been intriguing, but not exactly for third anymore. But still, this is second place in the championship right now, whilst the leader is in the lead. The leader's in the lead. I meant by that is the leader of the championships in the lead of the race, and Jerome, which is second, is in 5th. So, you know, if you're Jerome, you're a bit pissed at the moment. I think I'm allowed to say 5th. 5th, pissed. I meant pissed. God, I'm saying that too many times down the sentence. Right, just once nicely in the middle of the road. Better exit for Jerome immediately. You could already tell that just once went a bit deep, but a good run. He's going to go up the inside like he did almost 10 laps ago now. He fed up the inside here, and they had contact through this section, but they're going to try it again. Here we go, nicely left, now for the right. Brilliantly done. There you go, no contact at all. Jerome went for the cutback, but didn't get it done. Nice defending by just once. They got Maxwell on the back end of them as well. Don't forget that one as we come through now. Very nicely. Looks awesome as it does. Change the dash camera angle so we can see if there's any bumping. Ooh, there's not. Only just once went wide. On board with Max, can we see the 2 cars from here? Here we go. Last lap. We're now for this battle for 4th. Leaders are basically already down the hill and going round, I think. Here we go. Every corner is now crucial for this 4th place, and it does look to be between just once and Jerome. Jerome is really trying to get up the inside. Not got it yet. Max is trying to get involved actually. He's going to get involved. He's going to go up the inside of Jerome. I don't know where he found that speed from. No one does, but that was great. He somehow found speed, and he's fed up the inside. Right there, he's just done a brilliantly clean move as well. Up the inside he's gone. Into 5th goes Max. And now he's right on the back for 4th on the last lap of the race. Can he, from after just sitting back, oh my god, what a slide, what a save as well from Jerome. That's why you love these cars, because they're front wheel drive and you can save stuff like that. Max is still on the back of 4th and trying to find a way through. If he, which has been sitting behind these 2, and for all that, by the way, there's Hybrid on the other side of the road. He is just won. There's a little tap from Jerome. I'm going to continue with this battle. So Hybrid wins at Evans, whatever. Oh, there's nearly contact again as they come out the exit here. We're going to change camera angles just for this little bit because it's awesome. Anyone skipping across just a little bit? Now, does there be any tapping? Nope. Just once still ahead nicely. Coming around the last corner now. It looks like just once is going to stay in 4th. Max is going to be 5th. Jerome's going to be 6th. And that is how it's going to stay. Brilliantly done by Max to nick 5th. Been behind them for the whole race. And sitting there and doing nothing about it really. Just waiting for the moment to strike. And he striked perfectly right there on that last lap to pass Jerome. Brilliantly done. What a race. Oh, what a race. That was absolutely knackering. I still can't wait to find out what will happen with Nudie. Gonna write that down so I remember to ask, because I'm gonna have to run to grab a drink during this break and everything. I'm gonna have to do a lot of things in 5 minutes. Write that down quickly. Nudie, what happened? And we will report that back to you. I feel like a journalist now, just a really crappy one. What a race. What an absolute race. You will not see action like this anywhere else, so I'm going to have to admit that right now. Ooh. I generally can't think. Out of the 3 weeks now I think I've been streaming these, which race has been the best. They're all just good, really good. So we had 1 or 2 incidents there, quite a few corner cuts, a little bit of nudging, and some great side-by-side action as well. Oof. Some nice saves as well. And by Max, a very nice clean move, so yeah. And a dominant winner of Hybrid. Let's not forget Mr. Boring. Even with the broken left foot, he's still boring. You're welcome. That was insanity right there. So this is how it looks for round number 16. Hybrid taking a dominant victory here today. Evans in second, Mr. Trilo in third, Just Once will take fourth after a long hard fight, Max in fifth, sixth for Jerome, and seventh for Nuddy. What a win by Hybrid, very well done to him, and what a fourth place by Just Once. Right then, we will go to a lovely break for about 5 minutes, I believe it is, before we get race number 2 underway, of course. So do what I'm going to do, go and grab a drink and possibly have a pee, and we'll be back for round number 17 of the Clio Cup. And then welcome back to the Xcite Racing League Clio Cup round 16, 17, 18. It's now time for round 17 as they get ready to go. This is race 2, as there is 3 today. Is always decided by the fastest laps in race number 1, just like PTCC. And this is going to be the grid order for race number 2. So, Hybrid starting on pole for race number 2. Second place will be Evans. Third, Mr. Trialer. Fourth, Jerome. Nuddy will be in 5th. 6th place for Just Once, and Max in 7th. So, now got myself a full drink and then ready to go for round 17. Rolling start as well. So, what happened to Nuddy? Sadly, he just rolled it. That's it. If I can try and get his clip up at the end of the stream or something like that, I will try to. Yeah, sadly, Nuddy rolled his car over just 2 seconds after I was on board with him, so a bit unfortunate there. But here we go then. Round 17 of the Clio Cup, getting ready to go. No one is going to get a really bad start this time. Rolling start, so it's a bit even. That's a cut track surely for Nuddy, isn't it? That's going to ruin him. He's going to get passed by everybody except for Max. Max isn't going to pass him. But they're gone. They're already gone. So, Nuddy... Or did Max pass him in the end? I don't think he did. But that's ruined Nuddy's start already. That's not exactly what he wants. Everyone's flashing their lights. Hybrid, Mr. Boring. Took race number 1. Leading race number 2. Started on pole. Slide from Evans in 2nd. Slide from Jerome in 4th. This is the top 4 really. Off this championship. Big slide for Mr. Trialer. I getting those names mixed up. They're always racing each other as well. Makes it even worse. Jerome right on the back of Mr. Trialer. Evans right on the back of Hybrid. As we go into the tight right. Well, not really tight right, but double right hander. Mr. Trialer braking later than anybody really through that corner. Evans just behind Hybrid for the lead. I said earlier that Hybrid has broken left foot. And throughout the night, of course, it's going to be getting worse. It's going to get more painful. One race 1 comfortably, but will the pressure of Evans in race number 2 and how long they've been racing for, about 20 minutes, I think, half an hour I think, is raced or each race, so already been racing for about half an hour. Surely by now, not including practice and qualifying as well, and he did a lot of laps in both. Might be becoming more of a painful foot now. But we'll see. As they come through the nice section here, I really do like that section. Into the heavy braking. No one bad doing anything yet. We're home. Seemed to get away with cutting more of the track than anyone else. Actually got away with it. So yeah, Nuddy in 7th. To getting that cut track immediately, even before they really started. That was Trollo flashing his lights a little bit there. Interesting. Oh, big drift. Nice. Really do like the fact that these are front wheel drive cars. Just floor it if you think you're losing the rear end. As Jerome did just then. He's all over the back of Mr. Trialer. A bit wobbly from Mr. Trialer there. Getting out of shape, allowing Jerome to go up the inside. The right hand side corner as well. So this is what Mr. Trialer doesn't want. He brakes later as well. Just a little bit later. But Jerome is still there. Better drive for Mr. Trialer. And that is a good way of defending. He's giving room even though Mr. Trialer's not really needing to, but he stays ahead. Jerome not going to give up that easily though. Loads of laps to go. Ooh, big slide. He's really sliding in this race. Interesting. Maybe because he got a little bit held back last race. He was stuck in a battle with Just Once and Max throughout the race. All for 4th place as well, and this is where he is in this one, so I have a thing about 4th. Go through the awesome section as they all fly through. Oh, that's wide. That's very, very wide for Mr. Trialer. And that is going to be a cut track as well. That's allowed Jerome to go through, but cut track's more important here. That's cost him a lot of time. Thinking we'll just want to get there in time, but that is going to be a no. But that has cost Mr. Trialer a lot of time. A lot of time. We could have a battle in a few laps between Max and Nuddy. Yeah, that cost Mr. Trialer a lot of time. Only the fact that he went wide, but then the cut track just ruined it all for him. And that is a sliding off the road Evans. That's interesting. Where is Jerome? He's going to come back on the road. Is there going to be room for Mr. Jerome to go around him? Yes. Jerome goes into second. That's interesting. So maybe understeer. Evans went wide and then slid back across the road, luckily avoiding the tyre wall, but down to third place he goes. So interesting here. Mistakes are being made in the early laps of race number 2. By drivers that really don't make mistakes often, I must say. A little bit spread out at the moment. Pretty sure that won't last for long. Never seems to in Clio Cup. And that is Max with a really damaged front end. Has he dropped it in the wall somewhere? He must have. I wonder what wall he's dropped it in. How these... Fuck God. Damn, they fly. That's what you call cutting the track a lot. That was a lot really there. Those cars were flying across the track. That bush is in the perfect place, isn't it? Right in the way. Sorry, the leaves from the tree. Mr. Boring is somewhere in the lead. And that is wide for Mr. Trawler. That's not what you want. Covered well, wide again. Really not what you want here. Still on the grass, eventually back on the road. He's not having a good time with it today. Now, has Max been caught by Nuddy? No, he has not yet. Don't tend to go. Evans is going to be trying to get back second. Jerome will be happy right now with second after race 1 being a real struggle just to get 6th, I think it was in the end. No, he got 5th, I think. But big struggle for 5th. Now this race, he's almost been handed second, but here comes Evans. He's just going to take it back off him, so that must be a cut track for Jerome, because that is really, really slow. That's Mr. Trawler through. I just said he got handed second. Well, I say commentator's curse there. That was timing and a half, that. Oh, he's got given second, and he's immediately down to 4th. And there's another cut track. He's now into 5th. I should stop talking about him, because oh my God, maybe I shouldn't. That is intriguingly going to be contact. Surely. Change. No, my God, it wasn't. What a move. What a move by just once. No contact made by either. Very good by both of them, but round the outside, then through the inside, and then round it. Amazing. Very fast section as well. Can't believe he's done that. Brilliantly done. But I should really stop talking about Jerome because I've given him some bad luck in the past lap. But I'm going to have to continue because he's going to try and pass just once at any moment now. Not now. So, or is it going to be now? Launches up the inside turn number 2. And that was a very easy and quick and... was it fought through? Maybe. Oh, he's gone wide. He's just... I'm not sure what it is about race 2 here. They are pushing it a bit too hard, maybe. That could be the reason. Everyone's pushing too hard to catch Hybrid, and Hybrid's just sitting there like, yeah, I've got a broken foot, what up with that? Driving away from everybody. That is an absolutely wrecked front end of Max's car. That's going to give him some aero damage. What he hit there then? Sliding Jerome once again. Amazing save. Not even a save anymore, is it? It's just he seems to turn into his line now. He likes to drift down the hill. They continue through now the fast section, which is just amazing. Look at that. They jump. How much is... Just once takes less curb than the rest of the top 5. And that's another cut track from Mr. Trolamo. Oh, Mr. Tro... I don't know. Oh my God, I've said it again, haven't I? I said it again. Mr. Trilo. God, I'm going to just call him Mr. soon because... Change your name. I get these two mixed up. It's the O. It's just the O at the end. I don't know what it is. I think one's Dutch or... Yeah, I think Jerome's Dutch, I think. And Mr. Trilo is from French. From French, for God's sake. From France. And I don't then I don't get it. It's just the O. It's the O at the end. I'm sorry. It's the O. I don't know how. Yeah. One of them just puts an A instead of an O. I'll be fine with that. But he kept third. To be fair to him, so he'll be happy. I'm gonna use the word happy with that one. He's got Jerome all over at the back of him. Really, all over the back of him. Let's see what happens with this one. Because Jerome's going to want a podium here. Had a fight in the last race, but there was other cars around. Now it's just these two. Let's see how this goes. I believe they used to have... oh my god, both of them take a lot of curb. I believe that they both raced in Formula C in Season 2. I'm not sure if they raced both in Season 1, I don't actually know. They no longer race against each other because Mr. Triolo races in Golf and Jerome races in Formula C. They get to race here in the Clio Cup still. And of course a little bit more bumping is allowed in this one than in the open wheel series is. That's very tight. Between the two of them as they go down the hill, and they're going to go back up it in a second. Yeah, and there's some touching. Geronimo's going to go. Well, he tried for a sort of cut back and a better exit, but Mr. Triolo had it covered. Oh, that's on the grass. Don't want to be on the grass. Very easily to go on the grass here, though. Anyone sliding? No, it's a controlled corner there. Oh god, very wide from Mr. Triolo. God, 7 to go. Continue through now. Touching almost. Insanely close. The camera shaking's awesome. How much jumping. Oof, look at them, they're like frogs. This is the part Jerome likes it. He likes to go slow through here and just nudge them a little bit wide. We saw a lot in race 1. Hasn't actually used it yet. Mr. Triolo seems to have a problem with cutting the track. We've seen that in both races, sadly. It's definitely cost him at least a second place in race 1 and most likely in race 2 as well here. Still, third place. That is... Every time I see Jerome do that, I think he's cut, but apparently he's not cutting. 6 to go. These guys race around Cadwell Park. Nose to tail. Two sort of different lines there. Better line for Jerome. He's got a better run. And is there contact nearly? Oh, he's going to have to wait. Maybe if he can nail it better, or you know, just get a nicer run down this hill, maybe into the hairpin. Is that what he's thinking? That's definitely what he's thinking now. It's all doesn't need. Oh my god, Mr. Triolo went wide, came back on the road, all sliding about everywhere, and somehow there was not contact. And now they're side by side. I'm not sure if Mr. Triolo's letting him through or just the better exit by Jerome, but they're going to be side by side going up this hill into the tight sort of hair chicane section, because you go left and then immediately right. It's kind of like a chicane. Just a really weird and tight one. Now to go through the fast, high speed, as in jumping high. Look at that. There wasn't much curb used by either of them this lap. Is there going to be the tapping here? No. Jerome, non-stop on the attack, and that's a cut track on the last corner, isn't it? Yep, and that is game over. Third place is going to see him bye-bye. 5 laps to go. Not the best time in the world for him to get the cut track. Not too much time lost. Wonder if he can get that back. Meanwhile, I didn't even get to see Nuddy pass Max. That's unfortunate. But Nuddy now in 6th place, so after flipping it last race, 6th place at the moment. Days for him. Max in 7th. A nice comfortable 5th place for just once at the moment. He's just behind Jerome and Mr. Triolo. which battle has now ended for the moment. I'll keep that one in mind. You never know when Mr. Trialer might accidentally get a bit too confident and cut the track. He's done that 3 times in a row now, gone wide there. It's probably not the best line. Doesn't look the most stable, because it gets a bit slidey on the grass. Flying through now. If you are interested in racing in the XRL Racing League Clio Cup, no assists in this league as well, by the way. Look at them jumping through there, looks awesome, doesn't it? There is, of course, space. You would have to talk to Hybrid, DK, I'm just saying the whole name, and Evans as well. You can message them on Xbox Live or the forum of at xiracingleague.com, and Jerome in the background going wide. So here is the gamer tags for both of them. Evans there, if you are interested, and Hybrid there, which must have just got a cut track or something. Or maybe not, maybe a little mistake, but it looks like Evans is a bit closer than before. But yeah, if you're interested in racing, there is room. You can come and join in the absolute action-packed side-by-side and nudgy. I'm going to call it nudgy. I'm going with that word, nudgy racing of the Clio Cup. Front-wheel drive sliding cars, absolutely amazing. Not exactly sure what track it is next week. I know at some point they're doing the Silver Story, a Snetterton 200, by the way. I'm not sure if that's next week or the week after. But yeah. A very nice, tight, twisty circuit. I'm gonna need a better word term for this, but oh, there you go. Less elevation. There you go. We came up with a better word in my head. There you go. This track has a lot of elevation, as you can see. But Snetterton does not. More of a flat track, to be fair. A little bit of elevation, but not really much. Not too noticeable compared to this track, anyway. Not too much happening at the moment for race 2. Everyone's spread out. There's Mr. Boring. I've got 2 nicknames for him now. Mr. Boring and Broken Foot. And somehow still winning both race 1 and race 2, you know. It's a bit insane. That's sort of how the season's gone. He's won both races. But last week, it was different. He didn't win both races. I don't think he won any last week. But immediately, even with a broken foot, back to his winning ways. Wow. And now come back through the awesome section. How much? Oh, well, that's a bit wide. Look at that. Someone screenshot that well in the air. Absolutely zero control right there. Really playing with danger there, aren't they? That's a lot of speed carried there by. Oh, there you go. Cut track. Also went a bit too wide for the game's liking. Did just once, and sadly that's going to cost him a lot of time back to Nuddy. But Nuddy is more than 20, about 20 seconds behind. So. It's okay. He's not going to lose a position over it. 2 to go. Oh, big slide by Geronimo there. Crikey, that is absolutely amazing slide right off the road. And that was also a cut track as well, so that's signing right then. Where's Just Once in all of this? Where is he? There he is. 2 to go. That's going to be a battle now. Dude, are you going to get close enough to him? That's the question. Can you get to him? Just Once in 5th. One lap to go now. That's the only real battle. On the track, and that is another cut track by Jerome, and that is Just Once going into 4th place on the last lap. That is going to be an absolutely furious Geronimo there. Absolutely furious. Cut track before, massive cut track from going absolutely wide. And then he gets caught up by Just Once, and then on around turn 2, I think it must have been turn 2, where he's got another cut track, and that's just given Just Once 4th place. I believe Hybrid may have just taken the win. Yes, he does. Hybrid has just won round 17. Another dominant wing. Evans, just another runner-up again. He's probably going to get a bit mad with getting that place. I'm going to have to start calling him the runner-up eventually. Mr. Trailer taking 3rd place. Just Once is going to take 4th. And that's because, sadly, Geronimo just could not stop cutting the track. And he's going to be angry with himself over that one. What's happened to Nuddy? Why is Nuddy in the pits? Why is Nuddy in the... Has he run out of fuel or something? What's going on with Nuddy? Why is he in the pits? He wouldn't have... He didn't get lapped because Max is still going around, so... what's happened there? That's the question. Did he flip it again, mate? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out what happened to Nuddy in this race. Be a shorter break before the next one because I don't actually need a drink this time. Alright. And Max immediately... Oh god. Retired to the pits there. I think an interesting race is how I'm gonna word that one. Of course, reverse grid time is going to come up, so I think Nuddy will now be starting from the lead next time round. Hopefully this time he doesn't cut the last corner like he did this time. So then the race results for round 17. Hybrid taking yet another win. Evans in 2nd place. Mr. Trialer will take 3rd, Just Once in 4th, Jerome in 5th, Max in 6th, and Nuddy in 7th. I felt like I said Mr. Trollo's name wrong. I probably did. I always seem to. But a reverse grid next time, so Nuddy will start on pole. And of course, Hybrid will start at the back. Doesn't mean he won't win though. We all know him, Mr. Boring. Right then, I'm going to quickly go to the 5-minute break before round number 18 and race 3 with the reverse grid. Right then, here we go for the reverse grid race. Round number 18 of the Xcite Racing League Clio Cup Championship. This is how the grid is going to be for race number 3 tonight. So, I thought it was going to be Nuddy on pole. It turns out it's not going to be, due to the fact that he got disqualified from their last race for, I believe it must be for corner cutting. I didn't actually ask that part, but I immediately assumed it was corner cutting. So Max will start on pole for the reverse grid. I think it's not actually, it might be the first time, but maybe once or twice before, but we'll see how it goes. And that is, I don't know where Jerome's going. We're probably got a cut track for that one. He must have, surely. No, I think he's got away with that. That's amazing. But Jerome will start in second place, so this could be his race to win. Fingers crossed if I was him. So just once in third place as well. Just behind him, Mr. Trialer in fourth. Evans in fifth. Sixth place for Hybrid, so he's not starting right at the back. Nuddy is in fifth, which is a bit unfortunate because he does really well in these reverse grid races. We'll see if he can still do well today from the back. Here we go, we're getting ready to go then through the fast sort of section now. Is it already a go? Oh, just slowing back down now. Max slowing them down, slowing everyone down. God, just once was almost passing him. People were getting a bit chaotic back there. I think there was a cut track for somebody. Mr. Trialer cut track, that is unfortunate, but they are now go, so bit of confusion at the start there, who's going, who's not, but Evans now looking up the inside already, and just once not working. Hybrid has his lights on. We go through in turn number 2. Already Mr. Trialer getting a cut track, putting him down to 7th, so unfortunate for him, but puts him out of all the chaotic action that's going to happen now. Evans now just getting the better run than just once, and is it through into third place before the braking into the next right-hander. Nicely done by Evans. We go through now. Jerome's on the back. Well, of Max is in the background. Nuddy just put 2 wheels on the grass and eventually gets those 2 wheels off. Big train of colours and cars going through there. That was pretty cool. Heavy brake now down the hill, and that is just once repassing. We're trying to repass Evans at the moment, not actually getting it done just yet, but he's still up the inside. A little bit of contact, but it's all okay now. He's not up the inside, and he goes back down to 4th. Nearly made it, nearly got the place back. Fortunately did not. This is where there could be a few accidents. As you can see, all these cars piling through. Surely there's going to be an accident here. Is there going to be any? Doesn't look like it. Did everybody get away with it? Yes, Max is actually getting passed by Jerome and Evans, and doesn't look like a cut track because he would have lost more places, but he has lost 2, and Hybrid switching from one side of the road to the other. A little bit of contact on to just once, but it's all okay. They're all trying to pile past Max at the same time. It's not really working. Jerome defending the insides to Evans, does that well. Just once up into third. Max now being passed by Hybrid. Mr. Trialer has passed. Oh, that's getting a bit nuts actually. 3 wide, basically 3 wide. There's contact. They had said they would do 3 wide at some point. Actually, that looked worse than what it actually was because they all got away with it. Nuddy got passed by Mr. Trialer at the same time, so all of that went down. So Nuddy's in last, then Max, Mr. Trialer, Hybrid. So Max went from the lead of the last lap. Now he's back in 6th. Alright, battle for the lead is Evans versus Jerome. I think everyone pretty much got unscathed from all of that action. Got away with it, and that must be a cut track for Jerome. It is. He's pulled to the inside, I think it is. Or was it just a really little one? Because he's been passed by Evans. But he's going, so I don't know if it was or not, actually. But if it was, it wasn't a very big one, but he's lost the lead to Evans. Maybe one of the quickest races where the quicker drivers have got to the front within a lap. Normally it's 2 or 3 or more, and that is Hybrid making a mistake, and he has got a big nudge from Mr. Trialer. That's unfortunate there. A little bit of damage will be done to the front of the car, but I think they've got away with it without too much. Hybrid also keeps the pace as well. A little bit of time to just once, doing very well in third. After all of this chaos, he's actually stayed in third, so Good on him there. Hybrid's cars are a little bit moving around. Oh, actually, as I say that, everyone's cars moves around quite a bit. I think that's my quick little lag spike. And it's all back to normal, so it's all good. I actually haven't had any or much at all, any lag other than that right there today, so awesome. Absolutely awesome, it's brilliant. As we continue round now, you know that something's going to happen in a second, but you just got to wait for it to happen. I tried to think of a metaphor there, but I couldn't feel it. Couldn't think of one at all. Waiting for something to happen that you know that's going to happen. Like getting your money at the end of the week. There you go. Waiting for that to happen. That's what we're doing right now. We're waiting for our money to come in. Once you get that, all bets are off and it's all happy days. Is that actually a spinning hybrid or is that a lagging hybrid? I'm saying a spinning one because he's still in the wall. I can't exactly tell actually what happened, but Mr. Boring has just crashed. Mr. Boring's, that's, I don't know actually how that's happened there. That's unfortunate to him, but down to 7th he goes with damage as well. He must have damage, a little bit, yes, a bit of damage. I do actually want to go on board quickly, Jerome, because I want to see that section. I don't think I've actually ever driven that section or seen exactly how it goes, but I want to see, because it's a massive bump when they jump in the air. I want to see how is it that you spin there, because obviously they've land back to the road and maybe it's just put unstable, you know, when it landed, didn't land correctly and it probably just caught him out off guard or something. That could have easily happened, but I want to know. That has put Nerdy back up to 5th place as he's passed Max as well, so that battle sort of from race 2 continues. Still quite close for the lead, but that's really taken Hybrid out of it, but still not going to lose too much really if you think about it, because he won race 1 and 2, so a loss, but not one he cannot, you know, he can afford it. Well, let's see then, how does this work? Go left here, then you go over this big right bump, and then maybe you land on the grass and it just didn't get, don't know, it's easily probably done, but unfortunate for him then. Max is repassed Nuddy, so that must have been a cut track for Nuddy at some point during this lap. So, I like how I always miss the action. I'm fantastic, aren't I? We will try and get it all, but we can't really tell because Hybrid's now at the back of the track and he can quite easily come back through Hybrid, so you want to watch this because this battle could happen any time here. But, and there you go, he's already passed Nuddy. He must have passed him down the home straight, so Nuddy unfortunately back down to 7th. Hybrid now to 6th. He's got 9 laps to go. Will he get back to... Maybe it's easily possible for him to get back to 5th, but can he get 4th? That would be an interesting one. And I'm talking about 4th, and that's just once now as he's gone off the road on the right-hander, and down to 4th he goes. Mr. Trialer now into 3rd after doing so well so far this race. Just once has sadly now lost podium place, but as we saw in race number 2, he could get back there if Mr. Trialer just makes a few cut tracks, like he did at the start of the race. And now continue through this high speed section. It's a really cool high speed section. I wonder if Mr. Trialer can catch these two up ahead. I reckon he can. Nicely by himself at the moment. Jerome is still not giving up on 1st. Evans sitting there nicely and comfortable right now. I don't think he's won that many this season. Has he won any? Oh god, he must have by now. He's always been a top runner, so I would presume he has. Especially with the fact that he's third in the championship, but no, I think he definitely has. Got to have. doing well at the moment. Being Jerome just behind. At the distance where you can't really dive bomb. If you try to, most likely there's going to be an accident. You can't really dive bomb anyway. Could down here to be fair, but he's Evans got a nice gap to the point of where it's going to be impossible to make it clean as well. Jerome makes to take a lot of curb. Feels confident with the curb, but he is pushing the boundaries of getting a cut track. Definitely cost him a race too. Cost him the podium, fourth place I think it was actually. Cost him fourth. Doing well, making up what bad sort of races he's had in race 1 and 2, and race 3 so far. The 3 races really do give people a lot of time to think about things and make points up, and even though there's a lot of action, you know, it sort of makes you think a bit more about the points in the championship and taking unnecessary risks. But then again, we've seen a lot of this time these seasons where people have just gone for it anyway. You know, some moves they shouldn't have really had to do or didn't need to do, but they've done them just because they wanted to and they thought it was necessary. As Hybrid now on the back of Max. For 5th place. Trying to find, that's the word, find a way through. Right on his back bumper there, look at him. All over the back of him. Can't seem to find the way through. And we're switching across the road there. Really filling Max's mirrors with nice yellow and orange and black car. One with Mr. Boring in it. See them go through here now. Fly through on board of Max. We're just behind. He's doing a good job at the moment. Keeping Hybrid at bay. Doesn't seem to be the only car I've actually had flag with his Hybrid, but oh my god, what a run he's got there. The outside of Max. If Max brakes a little bit later, but she doesn't sadly, and that means Hybrid's just going to drive around the outside of Max. Brilliantly done, into 5th place he goes. Mr. Boring can make a move when he needs to. Back into 5th, 6 laps to go. Can he get back to 4th? That's the question and a half. Where are they? That's a distance and a half, I think. That's going to be a tough challenge, that one, with Hybrid, but 5th place, maybe he'll be happy with that. At the end of the day, you know, he's not losing. You've got to think of the championship at 3 races at a time, and the best way to look at it is, out of these 3 races, has he actually lost any points to Jerome, which has had, I think, a 5th and a 5th, and a 2nd, if that's basically a no, because Hybrid's had a win and 5th. You know, he's not lost points. That's the way to think about it. So that's the way to keep happy and positive about this championship. I think for Hybrid, if he takes 5th here, he can still walk out being, yep, I didn't lose any points. Most likely he's gained a nice bunch. Maybe he lost a bit to Evans, but doesn't really matter too much. It's more Hybrid you'll be looking at, more Jerome you'll be looking at, as he is the car behind you in the championship. This is the way I would look at it anyway. That's the way I would look at it, because that's the way I used to look at like the Grid Autosport races. We had 2 races a week. You know, I looked at it like that. If I came out and I had not lost any points over the course of those 2 races, then I'll be happy. Like, for instance, the Porsches as well. That's how the Porsches work. You know, it's 2 races a week, and the championship is absolutely tight as hell because the point system there is there. Everybody, oh, there is some nice. I'm having that quick. Hit that lag. There you go. Sorted. Good. Because the way that works, the points, all 16 drivers get points. If you're interested in the Porsches, there is space. So, you know, 17 point. I think it's 16 points, 15. You know, it's a point per position. So it's like at the end of the day, if I didn't lose many points or any points from the 2 races, happy days. But you're trying to lose as least as possible. But you've got to think of it 2 races at a time. Got to look at it like that. And these guys have got to look at it 3 races at a time. And a lot happens in there. 3 races. You know, it's a reverse grid, and it's a lot of action. And a lot in the reverse grid, you've really got to pass people. And Jerome's gone wide there. But you've really got to try and make sort of the gains. And you know, it's a lot harder to pass and stuff like that. You've got to pass a lot of people in the reverse grid. So you got to take it cautiously as well, though, but you want to do it as quickly as possible. So there's a problem with that one. But these guys today have passed sort of the slower cars reasonably quickly compared to how they normally do. Kind of spread out field as well. The only action really packed race was race number 1, which is a bit interesting really, because normally it goes, you know, race 3 is the most action packed, but today it seems to be race 1. Which is interesting. Just Watson's had a great day, I would say, today. Got some nice race points here. I think 4th and 4th I think he's got so far today. And maybe even a 4th again, so that's a great result. That's a great consistent result, I'd have to say. Always the key point of championships. Don't need to win races, you need to be the most consistent, and that, of course, winning races always helps, but being the most consistent is very much a part of winning the championship. Everyone at the end of the day would rather win the championship than win, you know, the races. It's okay winning the most races of the season, but winning the championship is the crucial part of it. You can do both, then all happy days. I think that's what kind of Hybrid is doing. You know, he's definitely won the most races so far, and he's leading the championship. But this seems to be one race that he's not going to win. And then he goes wide there at turn. I think this is number 3. That's a bit unfortunate. And that was some air by Evans there. Quite big air. They're going to go with 2 laps to go this time round. Quite a calm race, shockingly, for the Clios here. Everyone's sort of being behaved as well with the corner cuts. It seems to have learned from the first 2. Sorry about that. Your screen would have froze there because my laptop doesn't get touched enough. It's screen goes black and then forces this to freeze. Not always touching the laptop though, because you're always on the controller trying to see exactly what's going on. Top two are getting a bit closer to each other, but they've got a lap to go this time around. Third and fourth are getting a bit closer as well. Timing on everyone are getting a bit closer, it's unfortunate. Let's quickly see how close are they. It is close for third then. Will just once nick a place on the last lap. Did it in race 1. Max did it in race 2. He's getting close to them, Mr. Trialer. That'll be an interesting end to this race. Nicely down the hill now. Hybrid and that lot are all separated. So yeah, this could be the battle then. Bit deep there by just once, but through the tight fast section, will he just make the time back up? Will he get to him in time? That's the question. Can he get to him and then pass him? Because it is quite a tight section, like I said. Talking about the tight section, the two leaders are in it now, and round the last corner comes Evans. But there's a cut track by Jerome. It's not though. Evans, going to be happy days for him because he is going to win round 18 of the Clio Cup. Nicely done by Evans. Jerome's going to take second place. Happy days to him. Mr. Trialer is going to take third, just ahead of Just Once in fourth place. Nice performance today by Just Once. Very consistent and clean race today. Hybrid not too far behind at the end of it. Will take fifth place after the mistake which put him in the wall, unfortunately, at the top of the hill. Max coming to finish in 6th place. Like I said the word place instead of finish. My mind's going a bit crazy. And Nuddy is going to come and finish in 7th place. He did get into 6th place at some point, but sadly, not exactly sure what went wrong with him. Can't remember for the life of me. I think he cut the track, didn't he? And sadly, lost the place back. Well then, interesting 3 races here at Cadwell. Hybrid taking the first 2 races, Evans taking the last one. Lots of action in race 1, not too much in race 2. Race 3, kind of the same thing, not too much action. We've had a few incidents though. Nuddy's having a very interesting day with flipping, getting disqualified, but unfortunately I think that second one was just a little bit of a corner cut, put him back down. But Hybrid making a mistake in race 3, and doesn't normally make mistakes, but well, he might, but we don't actually normally see him. But Mr. Boring being a little bit less boring in race 3, but still not too exciting, because that just wouldn't work for him, would it? But nice 5th place from Hybrid. Evans, I think he'd be happy with taking the win here, just ahead of Jerome, which I'm not sure how happy he'd be after the racing he's had today, but second is a good result in the reverse grid, so he should be happy at the end of the day with that result. So, Evans taking the win in round 18, Jerome in 2nd, Mr. Trialo in 3rd place, Just Once in 4th, Hybrid in 5th, Max in 6th, and 7th is Nuddy. So then I hope you enjoyed rounds 16, 17 and 18 from the Xcite Racing League Clio Cup Championship from Cadwell GP. We will be back next week, same time. I'm not sure what circuit, but you'll know before. I think it will be in the description before. But I don't know what the track is next week. But we'll see. It will be more action-packed, and hopefully we'll actually have the other two drivers here as well. See what action we can see. See if Hybrid's broken foot stops him from winning any races. It didn't today, but let's see if it does. Maybe next week. But thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.